Bohemian Rhapsody, meh. Rocketman, yes. Hey everyone, my name's Jim and welcome back to My Movie Obsession, a place for film obsessives and geeky movie fans. And it's time to talk about Rocketman, the new Elton John biopic movie starring Taron Egerton as the iconic 70s, 80s and to this present day, Elton is still going. Rock legend, pop legend, music legend in general, Elton John. I wasn't the biggest fan of Bohemian Rhapsody, guys. I love Queen, but I didn't think the guy did a brilliant job. But it did hella well. But then we got Rocketman very shortly after, which for me shows how they should have done it with Queen. This for me captures the spirit of Elton John, the style of Elton John. It's really true and it's really kind of pulls no punches, and it really is a genuine, amazing portrayal, full of creativity, full of heart, but full of darkness too, and a very true to life adaptation of Elton John's life. I read a review that Elton John done of this movie, and he said for the whole thing he was just burning his eyes out, and he said it's very, very accurate. So of course Taron Egerton plays Elton John, and it goes from Elton John's beginnings, and I did not know how much of a bad childhood Elton John had. I'm not going to spoil this movie, guys, but Elton John's mum, what a bitch. Elton John's dad, what a prick. It pulls no punches. It shows really with no sort of compromise how bad the relationship was with his parents. So Elton John for his whole life had this real lack of self-worth, which he kind of compensated, with drugs and with alcohol and with, I guess, playing in front of loads of people to get that admiration and that love. Jamie Bell plays Bernie Taupin, who is to this day Elton John's songwriting partner. An interesting kind of combination they had where Bernie Taupin would post Elton John lyrics and Elton John would write to them on the piano, and they just had this amazing partnership still going on to this day. And this film really does display that friendship. Elton John and Bernie Taupin talk so well of each other in real life, and this shows it. This is a genuine great friendship and wonderful chemistry between these two actors, and a wonderful connection they have at the start. A wonderful scene where they kind of meet each other for the first time in this cafe, and they start singing back to each other like songs they love. So they came together for a real mutual love of music, and you believe that on screen. And there's a real kind of rebellious teen edge to those early scenes, and a wonderful sort of go for it energy, and a wonderful kind of escapism to it all. These wonderful tunes were just coming out of Elton's mind, and Bernie was providing these great lyrics. It must have been a great time to be alive for both of these guys. But obviously it then goes into how things basically went to shit, and total shit, hell in a handbasket, as he just got bigger and bigger. Elton John's career got better and better with his music, just making some of the greatest songs of all time. I just think Elton John, a lot of his songs are just ultimate masterpieces, but his life was just going to shit. In this film it shows that Elton John, as things went on, he just got deeper and deeper into drugs and depression and lack of self-worth, and this film is dark as hell, guys. I was not expecting it, but it mixes it with the colour, with the energy of Elton John, and I guess that's the story of Elton John. There's a real darkness going on behind the bravado. There's a vulnerability to the bravado. There'll be moments where a song's playing, it's all happy, 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 and then there'll be someone who comes into the frame from Elton's life who kind of adds a dark edge to it, to this colourful song, and it will give it that serious edge. So this film really is a meeting of the extravagance of Elton John, the colourfulness, the positivity and the darkness, and what was going on behind the scenes. Elton John said that he grew up, and the way he escaped from his family situation was he'd imagine he was in comics, and he'd imagine he was a musical superstar. And this film takes those daydreams and shows you them, shows you Elton's daydreams, shows you Elton escaping from his life growing up by having these wonderful, crazy over the top, impossible musical numbers. And then later on in his life, that's still going on in a sense. He still has to escape from who he is because he can't make peace with who he is and the people around him. Taron Egerton is just staggering as Elton John, I'll be entirely honest. You completely believe him in the role. He looks the part. He looks obviously very accurate to Elton's, all those crazy suits he would wear. The performance scenes really do give you a chill, because Elton John, the album Man Across the Water, for example, is an absolute masterpiece, guys. You know, Tiny Dancer's on that album, and just so many songs. I was just sitting there and a song would come on, I'd be like, there's another one from Elton John which I forgot about, and it just song after song after song, and it's a nice kind of way for Elton John fans to reminisce as well, because they go through all these songs and you see Taron Egerton perform them, then another one will come on which is actually put over another scene. You're like, oh, he did that one as well, oh wow, I remember this one. And it's a real nostalgic ride sort of through his career, showing us all his songs, you know, above his life. You know, certain songs play above moments in his life, key moments. Certain songs are played on stage. It's just a real celebration of the music and the life of Elton John in such a great way, which I feel like Bohemian Rhapsody didn't really do. I feel like there's something missing in Bohemian Rhapsody. It didn't seem like a genuine exploration of Freddie Mercury. This seems like a genuine, pulling no punches, exploration of Elton John. Everything about Elton John, the bad side, isn't shied away from. And I think that's admirable, because Elton John was involved in the making of this picture. Elton John produced it, and I think that's admirable. So thumbs up, out. All in all, guys, I think Rocketman is one of the best movies of the year. I think Taron Egerton does a stunning performance. I think the colour, the vibrance, the energy of the film, the passion for music of the film, the creativity of the film with the dream scenes and the musical scenes, the exploration of Elton's life, which isn't shied away from any part of it. One of the most honest explorations of a biopic I think I've ever seen. But it all coming together just to make this wonderful tapestry. And I'll tell you what, the culmination scenes pull at your heartstrings, and I was almost had a tear on. I almost did. I almost was tearful, because it just is a great culmination to what we've seen in the film. Taron Egerton's performance is just so emotionally affecting, and what happens is so emotionally affecting. It's a real punch in the air ending to the movie. So what did you guys think of Rocketman? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you hate it? Did you love it? And do you want to see more musical biopics? I really, God's above me, really want to see a David Bowie biopic. David Bowie biopic, call it Starman. Enough said. And I want to see a Beatles one. I want to see a Rolling Stones one. I'm interested in this, guys. After seeing what Rocketman did and what they're capable of doing, after not being so sure in Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocketman kind of just set that genre off into a new direction, which I really hope people are going to jump on. There's going to be more musical biopics. I really want to see them, but do you? Let me know down below in the comments. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, why not watch another? And please press subscribe, because I talk about retro movies on this channel, I talk about superhero movies, and I talk about all geeky movie stuff. So if you want to discuss your movie obsession with me, because I'm obsessed too, then subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video.